Flylady Diane here. I want to invite you to join us for a declutter challenge. The challenge is very simple. You've probably seen lots of challenges on Facebook, on the internet right now. 40 bags for the 40 days of Lent, 40 items. You've seen a lot of different things. Our challenge is very simple. You can start anytime you like. Let's try and go for 40 days, see how you get on. They're very simple rules. All we want you to do is to declutter one item per day. The item can be as small as a paperclip, it can be as big as a sofa, whatever you like. The main point of the exercise is to make sure you declutter every single day. That's why we're only asking for one item. If you can do more than one item, that's great, but the next day you've got to declutter something else. All right, so you can't declutter like 10 pieces of paper and say that counts for 10 days, all right? No cheating. A couple of tips for you. Set your timer. If you've really got trouble in getting started with decluttering, and remember we just want one item, set your timer for 2 minutes. Have a look around and say, isn't there something that I can give away, throw away, recycle? I'm sitting in my kitchen. There's probably a wooden spoon. If you've got like 10 wooden spoons, start there. Maybe there's one wooden spoon that can go out. When you've decluttered, one item, give yourself a little star, put it on your calendar. That way you can keep track and make sure that you're doing one item a day, or at least one item a day. Now, you may be thinking, I haven't done this before, how does it work? Where do I start? I'm going to put some pictures next and you can see what I've been decluttering, Flylady Emma from Flylady Premium, my colleague, what we've been decluttering, and hopefully that will give you some ideas. So let me walk you through them. So you might like to start off in your bedroom because chances are you've probably got some clothing that you can let go of. Things that are too big for you, too small, stained. Just have a look around and choose one thing that you can let go of. Maybe you've bought shoes for a special occasion or they hurt your feet. It's time to let them go. And we're just asking for one item per day. I actually keep a couple of bags in my bedroom, and whenever I have finding out an item like this little handbag that I don't want anymore, I put it in the bag because I go to a clothes swap party with friends occasionally, and that way I can let go of my things and I bring a few new things back with me. But that's a really good way to bless somebody else and just get it out your house. So take a look around your bedroom, see if there are any knickknacks that you're not using. And also, how about bed linen? How much bed linen do you really need? Maybe it's time to go through. I found this whole pile of bed linen that we don't want anymore, and I took that to a centre for refugees close to us, so that's how I got rid of that. Moving on to the kitchen, what about some kitchenware? Is there a pan that you don't like using anymore? Have you replaced the pans and kept the old ones? What about cookbooks? I've got so many cookbooks, but I managed to let go of a few. And just any kind of kitchen utensils, have a look. Is there something that you're not using, you've got too many of perhaps? That's why we like to keep like with like in all of our rooms, because that way you can see how much stuff you've got. Maybe you've got some of the kids' old water bottles that have seen better days. If you're not using them, can you let go of just one, just one item? Same goes for the dining room. You may have some china that you're not using, or here I had some old tea lights. So, it doesn't have to be a whole load of items every day. All we want for you to do is one item per day. But quite often you might find some extra things that you can use for your bonus. Kids' rooms, get the kids helping. Maybe they can let go of some books which are no longer age appropriate for them. Perhaps they have upgraded from one Xbox to another, or Nintendo games. Don't leave them lying around, collecting dust in a box. sell them, give them away, you know, bless somebody else with them. And we have always got tons of books. We love reading, but it's a really good idea to go through. And yet we had Guinness Book of Records from 2009. We somehow got rid of the other ones, had better forget about that one. Maybe go into your office, stationery supplies, you know, we all have highlighters. I mean, when was the last time you actually used a highlighter? Can you know, keep 2 highlighters and let the rest go? Maybe you've got too many cards, greetings cards. Just pick one thing that you can let go of today. And maybe you are into crafts, or you've got a sewing room. Maybe you've got some material that you bought that you were going to use and never got round to it. Maybe it's time to let it go. And what other rooms do we have? Well, yeah, we have the bathroom. I managed to let go of these towels. I bought new towels, I bought 2 sets of new towels, never got rid of these ones, and they're looking a bit tatty and raggedy. So they will be going off to the vets in case the vet wants to use them for the animals there. Also, perhaps you've bought a new laundry basket and we're saving the old one for what if. Well, you know what? How many laundry baskets do you need? Let's get rid of them. Here's one of my old lipsticks. I don't know why I was holding on to that one because there was nothing left in it. So that went out. Have a look through your eyeshadow. Maybe there's something that's really old that you can let go of. And, you know, just have a look around the bathroom for old toilet equipment. Maybe there's some bottles of half-used shampoo that you don't like. You know, just use them to clean the toilet. And let's not forget those rooms that we don't go into very often. Maybe you've got somewhere in the basement, a room where you do your DIY. You will not believe the amount of telephones that Flylady Emma and I came up with. We don't have a landline any longer, and I was holding on to various telephones, so they have gone out the door. You know, maybe you've bought a new mobile phone, you've still got ones from like 3 years ago, maybe you can let them go. The same with any kind of stereo equipment. You know, I had this old radio and DVD player from my daughter's room, didn't work, so that is out the door. And you know, when you are down in the basement or in the junk room or wherever you do your DIY, you'll probably find lots of you know, too many screws, electric cables. You know, just set your timer for 5 minutes and see if you can find a couple of things to recycle, give away or throw away. And what else have we forgotten about? Well, maybe you have some pets. I managed to let go of a couple of old bird toys. We have lovebirds. Maybe you have dogs and their toys are getting a bit, you know, dog-eared, boom boom. Or chewed up, or cat toys. Have a look, maybe there's 1 or 2 that can go out the door or into the recycling or into the trash. And what else? Oh, what about if you look through your handbag, your purse? There's probably expired coupons in there, loyalty cards. Also look in your garden shed, could be something there. And also, I was sitting yesterday waiting for my daughter to turn up on the train, and while I was waiting for her, I managed to find a couple of items in the glove box of my car. So that is what Flylady Emma and I managed to come up with. Okay, so what did you think? Were there some items there that rang a bell and you thought, oh yeah, I really need to get rid of that? Remember, set your timer for 2 minutes and go and have a look. The problem is if we spend too much time, then we start backtracking, we don't want to do it. So set your timer and say, you know what, I'm just going to go right now for 2 minutes and find 1 item. That's all we ask. Any extra items that you find today, that's a bonus, but just see how you can go with 1 item per day. It's a really good idea to start this looking around every day, because that is what we want for you. We want for you to be continually in that mindset of you can let go of things, you can bless others. a lot of what you probably have, if you have a lot of clutter in your house, is actually trash or recycling. All right, so go to it, let me know how you get on in the comments, and you know what, you can do it. My house was cluttered. I'm not there perfectly yet. It's an ongoing process, but I want the same peace of mind for you that I have. All right, so Flylady Diane signing off from wonderful Copenhagen, and let us know how you get on with our declutter challenge. See you soon.